All right, good evening, race fans, and boy, I tell you what, don't adjust your computer, don't turn off your clock, or man, don't even look outside, because no, your eyes are not bugging. It's not 8 o'clock at night. It's not 9 o'clock at night. It's not Tuesday. It's Sunday. It's Memorial Day weekend, and folks, I tell you what, we got a special one here for you, the Cyber Thunder Tuesday League. Cyber Salute here, Talladega, and we've got a really good one, and we're going to have some more info here, but we'll be right back. We're going to play our national anthem, folks. Stay tuned. It's going to be a good one from Talladega.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, we're back. Qualifying has come to a close here, folks. This is a good one here tonight, and you see Tom out there giving us a little info on what to expect in the race. We've got 2 fast fixes. Wow, that's generous, Tom. Hopefully it does not bring out a lot of cautions. Sometimes fast fixes, everybody's like, oh boy, yeah, I got this. Hopefully we have some good races. Usually we do here. And sometime between 30 and 40. You want to wave them around and get them back on the lead. Oh, okay. So there's your info out there from Tom. All right. Let's grid it up here because, you know, I know everybody's going, really? This is like wild. Chris Wald's going to be the man out front. Starting on the pole for this one, Chris Rose is going to be there. So we got the Chris and Chris show up front. Eric Anderson starting third, Greg Mitchell there in fourth. We got Matthew Simple in fifth, Larry Bell sixth, Michael Murphy 7th. Amanda Sherman up there in 8th. Tom Ricker starting 9th. Rick Thompson in 10th. Corey Sherman, he's going to be there in 11th. Mike Siverson there in 12th. Cody Gibson 13th. Jackie Braun in 14th. And Tanner Marge going to be in the 15th place spot. So, a little shorter field, but that's okay. Two fast fixes, maybe the wave rounds to keep everybody man close in. So, like what I was saying, little special race here tonight. Cyber salute here tonight. It is Memorial Day, folks, and you know what that means. We are saluting, unfortunately, the falling veterans. You know, Veterans Day is to salute all veterans, this weekend and Memorial Day is, but unfortunately, for the fallen veterans who have gave their life to our country and sacrificed the most, and to the family and the friends of anyone who is a veteran out there. I never served, but I have the utmost respect for anyone who is in the military, police service, medical, or anything like that. So it's going to be interesting, but we've got a great organization here too that I want to bring up to us here as we're getting set to go green. And the organization is a DAV, and just to give you a little idea, they're dedicated to a single purpose, and that's empowering veterans to lead a higher quality life, respect and dignity. And try to accomplish this by, ensuring that the veterans and their families are taken care of and have full access to all the benefits. All right, getting set to go green. We're going to get more into what we got going on here in just a second. All right, green flag's about to fly. Here we go. Good one out here. Chris Waller and company out. Pace cars in. Talladega's on the way. Green flag. These are the ARCA cars, by the way. So, not the normal trucks that we see normally on Tuesday night. So, these guys are going to be stuck side by side. It ought to be a very good race here as you see them coming to the corner. What's up, Kathy? Absolutely. Thanks to all who have served, like I just said. We're going to tell a little bit more about the DAV out there. Let me get you. Not mandatory or anything like that. See, right now we're still stuck side by side, 2x2, and it's a good race up front. Anybody's ball game here. Plate racing. You gotta love it. Right now, it's the Chris and Chris show. Wald and Rose. Mitchell's trying to see if he can't push. You see Mitchell in a truck. You see a lot of these guys on the truck on Tuesdays. We're in cars tonight, though. Drop down to the inside. These cars draft very well, by the way. They're very well tamed style drafting cars. So these guys should have fun here tonight. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. I know a lot of people have had a 4-day weekend, 3-day weekend. Here we go. It's not mandatory, folks, but I'm going to put the link out in the chat. That right there, that link, if you would like to donate to them or get up with Tom Ricker. And, you know, if you want to donate, by all means, go for it. It's not, you know, necessary, required to watch a race or anything like that, but it's a good thing. It's a fundraiser here tonight for them. So 3 wide coming to the top. Here we go. That's Corey Sherman. I know that 3 from anywhere. He's trying to bring the high line. He's got 3 machines high. He's got a freight train underneath him with another freight train down low. Trying to see if he can't get some pushing and shoving. And right now, you're not wanting to do too much pushing and shoving. It is early. Early meaning, you know, you don't want to wreck. Yes, you've got a fast fix. Actually, you got 2 of them tonight. But you don't want to have to use them. If you don't have to, you don't want to use any of them. If you get a little bit of bump up, a little bit of crunch, yeah, maybe, but later on in the race, you might use one. But right now, no, you wouldn't want to have to. Right now, you see Sherman coming up through the field. He's right there in 8th place with Rick Thompson, along with it with Jackie Bronin. Eiffel Murphy and something. Murphy. Good Lord. Murphy. We got Chris Wald, Rose, Anderson, right. Eric Anderson. He in the 43. Yeah, he's in the 43. It's not the STP, but he's in the 43. You got the Navy machine. That's a good car. Like that. Where's Tom in tonight? Where's Tom at? Let's see. Tom is in. See if I got my side view on. Yeah, dude. Tom's in the Bucky car. Kathy, from Sears to Bucky's. Oh, okay, cool. So he goes from Sears to Bucky's. Gotcha. Meanwhile, up front, they're going 2x2, side by side. Uh-oh, third lane, trying to get crazy with it. Going to get split in the middle. Who is that? Looks like Chris Rose is going to get knocked in the middle. Might as well fall back a little. Right now, Chris Wald, the man out front, you got guys who want to stay out front. You got guys who want to jump to the back. And that's kind of the strategy you use here. Some guys, man, love to stay up front the whole entire race. Some want to do that. Maybe get up front, hang out in the back. Yeah. Able to utilize and pull up the top side there, 3 wide. You got right now, Corey Sherman. Here comes the 55, though, man. He's rumbling. That's Greg Mitchell. He's got help. He's got about 4 machines up there going to help him out. 4 in the middle and about 6 or 7 down low. Well, there's going to be another machine's going to come up to the high side and try it. 3x3x3. We saw it. Mitchell, Wald, Sherman. Look at Amanda. Boy, she's coming up here. It's going to be anybody's race here, too. And another thing about Talladega, Daytona, anybody can win one of these things. These are considered known for first-time winners, even in real life. I don't know if anyone today, man, is watching the Indy 500 and then the Coca-Cola 600. So it's a big day of racing. It's probably one of the biggest days other than the Daytona 500 because you have the Indy 500 running, and then right after that you got the Coca-Cola 600 race running in Charlotte. And it's one of the longest NASCAR races there is running at night. So, yeah, big long day, man, of racing. Memorial Day weekend. Hope everybody's having fun, enjoying it. Like I say, we got a salute out there to the, you got to remember Memorial Day is a day for the fallen veterans. Veterans Day is the day for where we actually celebrate the veterans. So, today, unfortunately, is the day where the, friends, family, all the fallen veterans out there took the, gave their life for the U.S., the greater cause here, the country. Yeah, we remember them. That's what this weekend's all about. And then 4th of July is to obviously celebrate happy birthday to the U.S., so to speak. So kind of just, and like my wife back there, you don't understand what independence and happy birthday mean. The independence of the U.S. means that, yes, we got our independence, but it was also happy birthday to the U.S. because we became the U.S. at that time. Kind of. But that's the kind of difference between all three of the holidays. Everybody knows what Easter, Christmas is. I ain't got to go through that. Chris Wald out front, Eric Anderson right behind him, Matthew Simple there along with him. And Amanda Sherman, she's going to try to bring it up. Oh, she gets tagged in the back a little bit there, man. Corey. I don't know who hit. Well, actually, somebody hit Corey. He took a brave move right on the inside. Is Corey actually... He's in a 3. Oh, Corey actually got in the back of the 8 machine there. He's actually in that 8. Amanda, it's showing 4. Is she in the 8? Sometimes they have like, yeah, she's in an 8 machine. Okay. Well, showing 4 on the ticker. Corey Sherman almost knocked her sideways, so there'll be a rumble man in the kitchen later on, folks, at that one. She'd be like, what in the world? I said bump draft, not put me in the front row. Coming to the front, it's going to be the Sherman and Sherman show. Check it out. Amanda, Corey. Amanda's got it. Corey's right behind him. Chris Wald right on the bottom. Here comes Tanner Marr. Boy, bringing it to the front. High side's looking good, too. I think the high side actually is working very well with these cars. Usually, I'd say the low side is the better place, but right now it looks like the high side is the place to be. Corey's hanging on to the back end right there. They both go down to the inside. Don't get too far out there, though, man, Amanda. You don't want to get far out there, then Corey and the other guys on the top side will come rumbling right by you. Here comes Cody Gibson. He's still in his Cheeto machine. Whether it's a truck or car, he says, hey, I got to hang with the Cheetos. I don't know if it's the fiery hot ones. He runs the hot ones on Tuesday here, folks. But yeah, it is. It looks like it's got fire on the car. So he loves the hot Cheeto. Oh! And Amanda's around. Oh, man. Was that a bump draft gone wrong? Oh, no. Let's go back and watch. I hope Corey Sherman didn't get in the back end. Let's watch one more time and see. Oh, he bumped in the tri-oval a little bit. And that's the thing, bumping in the turns, tri-oval. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Well, Corey, gonna be in the doghouse now. You spun the wife out. Now that is something new for me on broadcasting. I don't think I've ever seen that. That's actually a first up here. Corey, you did a first time here on OSR Network. I've never seen that before. Oh man. Cody Gibson takes it to the point. Tanner Marr right behind him. Chris Rose right there in 4th place. Rick Thompson, sorry about that. That kind of chuckled me a little bit. Corey falls back into 6. Mike Stipperson right there in the 7. You got Chris Wald. He's up in he moves up in the 7th. And you got 8th place Mike. Matthew Simple. I know the Simple gang's got to be out there. Where's his rooting club at? Those boys are probably saying it's too early for us, man. We're used to being here at 8, 9 o'clock at night. And what's this 1 o'clock during the day stuff? Rumbling to the front. Here come Rick Thompson, bringing it up the middle. Cody Gibson still out front there. So far, so good. Good race. Corey Sherman's bringing it to the front again. Right there in 4th. Chris Rose hanging the 5th. Mike Stipperson there in 6th. You got Chris Wald. He's in 7th. Still side by side. Three wide here again. Tanner Marr coming to the point. Out front with Chris Rose there. What do you think, Kathy? So far looking pretty good, huh? Down low, Tanner's going to try to see if he can hold. Whoa, goes to the top side block just a little bit. That's not what you want to do there. Well, be careful. Cars I'm noticing are a little bit bouncy. Guys are wanting to shift position 4 wide, maybe. Track's wide enough to do it. Daytona's a little bit more narrower than Talladega. So, yes, you could do 4 wide at Daytona. It's a lot more sketchier. Here you've got, well, it's still sketchy here, but you've got a lot more space here. Yeah, you're going to be close. You're going to be sandwiched, but there you go. It can be done. Meanwhile, Tanner's out front. He looks a little comfortable right now. Got Chris Wald right behind him. Matthew Simple holding on the third. A lot of battling going on in the back. Corey's going to fall back for a little bit along with Cody Gibson. They said, we're going to just ride back here, see what we got. A little calm. Chris Rose, Tom Ricker. Amanda's unfortunately way off the pace. Got Larry Bell hanging on the 6. So right now is the point of race where you just ride, patience. Don't try to push the envelope. Be careful. Out front. What's been a good one here tonight? I said tonight. Today. So used to nighttime. Wow. But it's not night. Just your computer. Don't go look outside going, hey, still light out. Special race here, so appreciate everybody tuning in. Marr out front in this one, though. The good thing about this one, too, was a free to enter race. But anybody could come out to race on it. Right now, Tanner's still out front. Chris Wald there along with it. Matthew Simple, Mike Stipperson, Eric Anderson, Greg Mitchell, Larry Bell and company. Everybody just been patient. Well, folks, it's been a great one so far here. I'm going to step away, take a quick commercial break. Everything's kind of calm right now as Marr's out front here. Cyber salute here. Memorial Day weekend. We'll be right back after this.
There's an immeasurable bond that forms when you join the service. You'll do anything to protect and defend those at your side, and pushing the limits of your well-being is all just part of the job. But when this shared experience ends, it's easy to carry that mission-first mindset with you and neglect your own health and mental fitness. Team Red, White, and Blue understands these challenges and knows that together we can show veterans that their best days are ahead by providing opportunities to build healthier lifestyles right where they live and work. Through races, service projects, workouts, and a cutting-edge mobile app, our members develop a sense of camaraderie and mutual support. With a growing force of over 200,000 strong, we invite all veterans, families, and non-military supporters to start putting their well-being first. Team Red, White, and Blue is forging America's leading health and wellness community. Will you join the team?
Hi, I'm Blaine Smith, the Executive Director of Team Red, White, and Blue, and I wanted to take a minute just to welcome you on board and let you know that we're proud to have you as a new member of our team. This short video is a way for us to give you an idea of what you can expect from your experience at Team Red, White, and Blue, and also what we expect from you in return. Something that's really, really important to the fabric of our organization is our Eagle ethos. It's just 6 words, but they mean a lot to us, and they guide us in all we do. Those 6 words Passion, positivity, people, commitment, camaraderie, and community are more than just organizational values. They're what we're all about and what we strive to work for in all of our programs and in every single one of our interactions. The next thing I want you to know is that we are an inclusive organization by design. We're open to veterans of all eras, of all ages, branches of service, combat experience, as well as active duty service members, their families, their friends, and just supportive members of the community that come out and take part in our mission. Every single person is important to what we do. All are welcome, and we look forward to seeing you all out there.
And then if you want to, just a little bit about how the foundation helped you.
You know, I was in a pretty serious deal, as most people know about. It's a pretty tough deal, very traumatic for my family. A lot of stuff that we went through that people would never understand. Without the assistance from the Steve King Foundation and several other donors as well, we could have come out of that thing in financial ruin. But it just takes a lot out of your family just to go through rehabilitation, all the medical bills. There's so many hidden expenses and stuff that you would never know about until you actually get involved in something like that. And and even if you help somebody out with 500 or 1,000 or 100, whatever it is, it means a ton to the person, just to be able to live and to get through these things. It takes an ungodly amount of money, time, effort, patience, with the families, the doctors, to be able to get through a traumatic experience. And, with the Steve King Foundation, it makes everything a lot better.
All right, we're back. Guys are still racing here. Looks like we got a couple cautions about to or not a couple cautions, but a couple pit stops. Tom Ricker, Chris Rose, Chris Wald, Cody Gibson, all coming on pit road here. Mike Stipperson, man, out front. Greg Mitchell. Got this special race here today, man. Cyber Thunder Racing League here. Bringing the Cyber Salute here on Sunday, Memorial Day weekend. Get everybody tuning in. It's been a good one here at Talladega. Everybody just been patient right now. Mitchell right there sitting in second. Tanner Marr. Really the only excitement on the track is Corey Sherman booting Amanda Sherman out the way. Going to turn. I mean, I know it wasn't intentional, but got in the back of her a little bit. Got her around, so. Been an interesting conversation at the cookout later on. Rick Thompson. Not coming on pit road. Boy, this is not a position you want to be in on a plate race. Everybody else comes on pit road, takes their pit stop. You do not want to be the lone man out there. Wow. Speed Mafia. Yeah. Unless he can grab the back end, some sort of a pack. It's going to be the lone man out there, and then it's not going to take long. They're just going to blow right by him. Thompson out there he comes on pit road now. Oh, no help either. Meanwhile, Mike Stipperson right there along with him there in second. Or he's going to be first here soon, but Greg Mitchell punched. Got Matthew Semple right there on the back. They're putting a new machine here. Look at that. He's not in his normal tours. Difference in the man right there. And you just see that's Rick. I don't know if he's going to be able to clap on the back end. Got a car coming up there on the side of him. That might help him out a little bit. Gets the draft of those two. Might not be bad off as we think. Meanwhile, up front, Dickerson Rose Ricker and Company right there along with them. Simple. That's your top ones. And they are split up because that's the top 6. The 7th place machine is 3.5 seconds back. You can actually see it right there in the picture. We'll go back here and see where Cody is. Cody's right there. He's the second pack. If they stay single file, they should be able to run that pack down on the front. It'll take them a little bit, but they'll get there. Oh, absolutely. It's been a good one so far. This one has been, excellent. Typical band plate style racing. Everybody right now has been just very, very patient. Watching this second pack right now. As long as they stay single file, keep drafting like they are. If these guys, if they stay single file, they might be okay. But if they start racing, yeah. Let's see, you got Stipperson out front, Mitchell there in second, Matthew Simple there in third, Tanner Marr up in the fourth, Chris Rode fifth, Tom Ricker there in the 6th place. Like I say, you go back in the 7th with the second pack. That's going to be Cody Gibson, Chris Wald, Eric Anderson, Jackie Bronin, Corey Sherman, and then a little further on back, like 3rd pack, Larry Bell, Michael Murphy, and then Rick Thompson, who's just all alone. Only feeling been out there by yourself. So far, so good, and a good run here. 2.66 miles of super speedway here tonight, or today. Talladega style. The Alabama gang used to be the ones that dominate here. Before that, it was Bill Elliott Company, though, and which might as well say they were close to Alabama because they were the Georgia guys. And those dudes really dominated. The only man ever to do it, Bill Elliott, coming from 2 laps down, winning the race, and he got those 2 laps back without cautions, folks. He literally ran around this track not once but twice, and then got back to the front, led this thing, and it wild showing. Don't ever think it's ever going to be duplicated again because those cars were unrestricted and just flat out flying. Meanwhile, you see it right now, Stipperson out front, Mitchell there along with it, Simple, Marr, Richard, Rose. If they was to unrestrict these cars, I think Elliott's qualifying lap record would probably be broke. Because it's like 212 mile an hour at this track, and it still stands to this day as the fastest record qualifying run. There has been runs that have been faster around the track, and I think even Elliott himself back then has ran this track at 220 mile an hour. But an official qualifying time of 212, that has never been broke. But, these cars are restricted. They're on restricted plates. They're not going to get that kind of speed. I think 200 and maybe 201 is the fastest, and a lot of times, I don't even think these cars are getting that fast. I think maybe 190s is about the tops. Up cars, they might get so much downforce to these cars, might get there. So right now, this is the first pack. Then you got to go to the second pack back here. It's been very patient with Gibson, Wald, Anderson, Bronin, Sherman, Bell. Actually, Bell would be the 3rd pack. Let's see where Bell is right now. Bell and Murphy actually is locked up. You kind of see right there is what the distance looks like between them. And lap time wise, the front pack. Well, here's what's crazy. That whole top 11, so the front and the second pack, last lap all ran 51s. Anywhere between a 51.50 to an 80. So only 3/10 roughly separating the top 2 packs. That tells you that they are running almost dead even with each other. Right now, Stipperson out front with Mitchell. Simple right there in the 3rd place. I don't know if any of his boys, man, are sober enough to watch or comment. Let me hear it if you're out there. I know Kathy's supporting Tom. Right now, Tom is being very patient. He very much could win this race. Hey, you can put that thing up there and put in victory lane. He won other week, and boy, was it an excitement. What a Mother's Day gift. They won an official race there on the Tuesday night. And what was a thriller? Right now, it's all Mike up front. Greg right behind him. They do have 2 fast fixes. Even with that in your pocket, you don't want to wreck. You don't want to have to use those if you don't have to. Like they're going to the high side. They got enough of a run behind there. Mike's going to drop her down on the inside. Here comes the top side with Tom. Tom says, let me try it up here. Got the 8 machine along with me. That's Amanda Sherman, folks, and she's a lap down, unfortunately. Maybe a couple laps down, but yeah. Still swimming. Smiling. Swimming. Good grief. Reading's hard. Right now, everybody's just playing the patient game. No need to push and shove. No need to get up there and try to see what you can get. I mean, it's still way early. They did say that they were going to do a competition caution between lap 30 and 40. It's already lap 33. I'm not sure when that competition caution is going to fly. Here comes the Bucky machine. It's Tom to the high side. He's got help. Maybe they'll see if they can't wave Amanda around. I think that's what they're going to try to do. Tom's in control of the damage on the nose of that car, by the way. So he must have gotten it back into someone. If it actually upsets the car, he'll be fine as long as he's tucked up behind somebody. Let's see how he does. Out in clean air. See it just not able to punch through to the front. So you can see that damage maybe holding him up just a little bit when he gets out there. Because, yeah, he might not know he's got damage. Kathy might want to tell him he's got damage on the nose of that car, and that might be hindering him. You see they all go back in line again. Something he might want to look at fixing. As long as he stays tucked up behind someone, yeah, that's no problem. It's just you saw right there when he got out by himself. I don't think he knows. Going to try it right there. Caution out. All right. And that's our competition caution. We're going to wave them around. We're going to take our quick break again here. And been a good one. We'll be back here, folks. Go anywhere.
And then if you want to, just a little bit about how the foundation helped you.
I was in a pretty serious deal, as most people know about. It's a pretty tough deal, very traumatic for my family. A lot of stuff that we went through that people would never understand. Without the assistance from the Steve King Foundation and several other donors as well, we could have come out of that thing in financial ruin. But it just takes a lot out of your family just to go through rehabilitation, all the medical bills. There's so many hidden expenses and stuff that you would never know about until you actually get involved in something like that. And even if you help somebody out with $500 or $1,000 or $100, whatever it is, it means a ton to the person, just to be able to live and to get through these things. It takes an ungodly amount of money, time, effort, patience, with the families, the doctors, to be able to get through a traumatic experience. And, with the Steve King Foundation, that makes everything a lot better.
There's an immeasurable bond that forms when you join the service. You'll do anything to protect and defend those at your side. And pushing the limits of your well-being is all just part of the job. But when this shared experience ends, it's easy to carry that mission-first mindset with you and neglect your own health and mental fitness. Team Red, White, and Blue understands these challenges and knows that together we can show veterans that their best days are ahead by providing opportunities to build healthier lifestyles right where they live and work. Through races, service projects, workouts, and a cutting-edge mobile app, our members develop a sense of camaraderie and mutual support. With a growing force of over 200,000 strong, we invite all veterans, families, and non-military supporters to start putting their well-being first. Team Red, White, and Blue is forging America's leading health and wellness community. Will you join the team?
Hi, I'm Blaine Smith, the Executive Director of Team Red, White, and Blue, and I want to take a minute just to welcome you on board and let you know that we're proud to have you as a new member of our team. This short video is a way for us to give you an idea of what you can expect from your experience at Team Red, White, and Blue, and also what we expect from you in return. Something that's really, really important to the fabric of our organization is our Eagle ethos. It's just 6 words, but they mean a lot to us, and they guide us in all we do. Those 6 words, passion, positivity, people, commitment, camaraderie, and community, are more than just organizational values. They're what we're all about and what we strive to work for in all of our programs and in every single one of our interactions. The next thing I want you to know is that we are an inclusive organization by design. We're open to veterans of all eras, of all ages, branches of service, combat experience, as well as active duty service members, their families, their friends, and just supportive members of the community that come out and take part in our mission. Every single person is important to what we do. All are welcome, and we look forward to seeing you all out there.
All right, folks, line them up side by side. It's been a good one here today, Talladega style. Cyber salute when Chris Wald company right there along with it. Did get Amanda back on the lead lap, so she's got a shot to get back up here and win this thing. First 30-some laps here, almost 40. The books, we're past halfway. Good race. Everybody's enjoying it out there and having fun. If you're out there barbecuing, let us know. Put the race on the TV on the outside while you're barbecuing. Guys know. Here we go. Lights off on the pace car. We're getting set to go back green. Wald, Mitchell. Who's going to win it here? Daniel. Cyber salute. And when the pace car ducks off on the pit road here, a little longer march to the start-finish line. Biggest difference between this track and Daytona. Daytona, the start-finish line is kind of in the middle of the tri-oval. Here, it's like almost towards the end of the tri-oval. Got a little bit ways to go. Pace car's in. The hard left turn on pit road. Bald and Company up front. See, we'd already be green at Daytona, but a little further with this one. That's at the end of it. Green flag. We're back racing here. Bald and Company out front. Everybody just being patient. Now I'm kind of interested to see what Amanda's going to do. Is she just going to ride in the back this time and go, Maybe her and Corey had a talking to, said, look, do that to me again. No bump in the turn until the last lap. Now the back stretch is fine. You see it right there a little bit, but back off when we go in that turn. See right there, that's perfect. You see what they just did right there? They backed off as soon as they went to the turn. Fortunately, some guy's going to lose the draft. You see it on the top side. Here comes to the high side of life. Sherman and company's up there along with it with Tanner. 3 wide in the back. Also, Rick Thompson, man, remember that pit stop he had earlier? Oh, luckily he got back on the lead lap, stayed on the lead lap with it. Didn't hurt him too bad. 3 wide in the back. Here comes, who is that? That Tanner? Tanner's bringing the high side of life. Here comes the Cheeto man to the inside, Cody Gibson. Who's he got pulling with him? Is that Greg Mitchell? Yes, it is. Mitchell and company firing off all cylinders down on the back stretch. Coming in a turn 3 and 4. Gibson takes it to the point. Mitchell's right behind him. Will he stay with his dancing partner? Will he leave him out to dry and said, look, I need somebody new. You brought me to the club. I'm leaving the club with somebody else. Well, somebody down on the bottom says, you know what? Look, y'all two together, I'm going to find my own pair. Good race out front. Still Gibson there with it with Mitchell. Down low comes Matthew Simple, and Mitchell said, I got to go this time, Gibson. The middle had a good run on me. Meanwhile, Gibson up top. He's going to get a new one there along with the 76 of Rick Thompson. Here comes the 6 machine here, man. That is actually Tanner Marr. Who they're going to get split 4 wide. Boy, that is sketchy, man. Gibson says, oh, he tried to get up there and do a block. He couldn't get it done in time. Wow. Tanner, man, to the top side. He's got Sherman along with it. Thompson in the middle. The Bucky machine there of Ricker. They just cannot pull those cars to the front, though. They are trying everything they possibly can to get there. Mitchell out front, just riding comfortably. Simple right behind him with Murphy. Dickerson. Still a long way to go in this one. So patience is definitely the key right now. Don't want to thing like that. Meanwhile, it's all Mitchell. Here they go, 3 wide. They're going to get split. Boy, that high side tried for a moment. Michael Murphy right there stuck in the middle. Here comes the higher side. The top lane to the wall. 23 Chris Rose. He's bringing Tom Ricker with him. And Eric Anderson's been locked on the back end too. Getting so excited I'm going to choke my own self up here. Who's going to get it? There's Amanda down low. Well, she says, I'm staying away from Corey this time. Hey, don't count her out. We have girl power out here. Showing these guys how it's done. Right down there, man, sitting in the 10th place spot. They're still 3 by 3 in the back, racing tough. Now they're going to get it settled out and go 2-2. Mitchell still out front in this one along with Matthew. Oh, here comes to the outside, though. Battle for the lead. Mike Stifferson says, I got tired of riding behind Mitchell. Let me see if I can't try this front side. He brings Chris Wald with him. Meanwhile, that's going to bring the high side to life. Sherman and company up there, too. Michael Murphy. Difference is still out front right there along with it, Chris Wald. Right behind him with Mitchell. Temple up top, Murphy along with him with Sherman. Braun, Gibson, Rose, Thompson, that's the top 10. And that gets shifted around real quick. Right now, it's all Stifferson out front. Wald right behind him. But as I say that, here comes a high line, though. Who was that in the 55? Let me see who it is. That is... The number don't... Yeah, it does. Greg Mitchell. Tell you what, Mitchell was fast in the trucks. Count him out. I've never really seen him in the cars, but these cars actually are pretty much prototypical to what the trucks are. The trucks maybe have they probably got a little more horsepower. And the trucks, yes, they have a lot of downforce to them, but they're not as downforce heavy as probably these cars are. So these cars are probably a little way more planted and a little maybe almost, I don't want to say easier to drive, but a little more easier to manage. The truck can get a little bit more looser on you. Right now out front, Michael Murphy, he's getting pushed hard by Corey Sherman. Sherman up to the second. Mitchell's right along with him. They're still 3 wide. Here comes Cody up top. He's got the flaming hot Cheeto. He's hoping somebody don't take a bite out of it. Right now, taking the top side. Meanwhile, it's all Murphy out front leading with Sherman right behind him. Look at Amanda coming to the back to the front. Talking, man, telling you what. Out here with all the guys, showing them, man, what the girl power's all about. Did you fellas, man, might be good. I'm better. Right now, sitting in 5th. Mitchell right there along with it. Chris Rose sitting in 3rd. Cody, he's hanging on strong too. It's still 3 by 3. This is where it just gets dicey, gets, man, kind of nerve-wracking. You don't know what's going to happen. And the big one could happen. Always say, not if, it's when the big one will happen. Hopefully we won't get no big one. So far it's been clean and green here most of the night. Murphy along with him there with it. He's got up front, but look at this. The high side's coming to him, though. Matthew Simple. That's actually Greg Murphy with Greg Mitchell along with Matthew Simple there. They taking it to the point out front. Mike Stipperson there in 3rd. So they got the run. Still 3 wide in the back there. Corey goes way to the high side. He's going, Amanda's going, all right. I remember that bump draft earlier. Want me to bump draft you in the turn. Boom, boom. And he actually does. Put a little bit bumper to him in the back, folks. All right, right now it's all Mitchell up front. Simple. Stipperson there. Rose. Sherman, Corey Sherman that is, along with Amanda Sherman. So, remember last time there were nose to tails, it was Corey Sherman and Amanda Sherman, and Corey pushed Amanda in the wrong turn. Well, let's see if Amanda goes, I ain't driving like that. She hasn't. Trying to push Corey. Corey's won. We want to see Amanda win. And we want to see Amanda do good. So he got it fixed. What fixed? 3 wide up front. Oh, and Sherman does get bumped. I don't know what Sherman was doing. Or Corey. That was a wreck that almost happened. Corey went up there, man, and got real close side by side with Tanner. And then Amanda came up there and got the bump on him. Almost turned him into another machine. That could have been a huge one. Quite sure. Or he just doesn't feel, for the outside looking in, doesn't feel 100% comfortable in the car. I know he's really comfortable when it comes to trucks, car-wise. Meanwhile, he's hanging on right there. We're riding with Corey. Going what he sees. Boom, bump drafting right there. I've always talked about these cars give you a false sense of security. They make you feel like, yeah. I'm wondering if Amanda tonight drives the Budweiser car a lot. I wonder if she's fueled by Budweiser. A lot of checking up going. It looks like checking up. Arca brakes, I guess that's what you call them. I'm not sure. Oh, he had the damage he fixed? Okay. Whoa, man. That was just being very, very polite. And had to run. Corey was coming down. She let him in. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it here. I have to play a little aggressive out there because these boys will do that. They want to win. Got to get out there and get me on the fiery side. They're not out of it yet. Meanwhile, Tom Ricker to the point right now. He's riding comfortable out front in the Bucky machine. Mitchell's alone behind him, so everybody right now is just in patient mode. Be calm, cool. 25 to go. At this point, though, normally at most racetracks, I would be like, okay, it's time to go. Run what you run. Business about to pick up. These tracks, though, patience. Be careful. Now's the time where you try to wonder, okay, who do I need to work with? What do I got to do to get back to the front? And you're right, it looks like Tom got the damage. You could see the difference of what that damage did with him out front as to when he had the damage. Remember before, that car just would not get to the front. Get out front is like a brick wall. Now he's able to stay out there no problem. Very aero dependent. Very aero dependent. Right now it's all Tom Ricker out front. Mitchell, Stephenson there. He's hanging on to 4. So the heavy movers in this race right now has got to be Stephenson and Richter. Both up 8 spots. Quite sure what happened to Larry Bell. He's back here in the back. He's just hanging on, and as soon as I say something, he goes way up the track. Quite sure. Cody's back here, I think, just hanging out. Along with Corey and Amanda. Jackie. Michael right there. Tanner. Some of these guys, I think, are just really just hanging out. Well, they storm out that turn right there. That was a good one. Meanwhile, Tom out front, pulling this freight train of an awesome race here today. Cyber Thunder. Usually it's Tuesday. Today it's Sunday. Celebrating a good special day here for the Cyber Salute. Folks, definitely go check out. I'll put a link out there. If you'd like to donate, you can donate to Tom Ricker and Company for the Cyber Thunder. Or you can go straight to that and donate. It's not mandatory. You don't have to. It's just all in fun. Little fundraiser here today. Good to see what those folks, man, over at the DAV does. Appreciate it. Meanwhile, up front, hang on. Remember Rick Thompson earlier with a bad pit stop? He got behind on the 8 ball. Well, right now he's bringing it back up here to lead this thing. Well, blinking's not what you want. Tanner's going, boy, I do not want to see no blinking. That is not. Wish it was a white flag. Tom probably does. Oh, remember, you can't pass on the yellow line. All right, Tom, you got to go by your own rules now. Now, Tom's got to follow his own rules, so he'd have to give his own self a black flag. Now, just because, hey, look, I stay unbiased up here, and Kathy, I mean, hey, look, I got to up here, but just because you're the owner don't mean you can break rules. And so remember, you can't pass below the yellow line. So if Rick and them was coming up there, and Tom can't use that yellow line to pass, you got to stay up above it. Right now he's out front. Mitchell's along right behind him. Yeah, see that right there to me. That would almost be illegal in NASCAR's rules. You can't use the bottom lane to block the guy behind. You've got to stay above that yellow line. Normally you got to stay above the yellow line. Can't advance your position. But I would think, though, if the leader's trying to use, and I'm not saying that's what Tom's doing, by the way, so let me go ahead and rephrase on that. But if the leader was trying to use that to maybe break a draft down the back stretch or something, I think NASCAR would eventually, or any of the races, would eventually tell the leader, don't do that, you know. Because it's kind of like an out-of-bounds line is what they use it for. Now, back in the day, it didn't matter, you know. But, yeah. All right, Tom. You be breaking the rules out there, man. Lead by example. I know he's excited, though. He could win another race here. Oh, Tom out front. And remember, Greg Mitchell was behind Tom at that race. And it's just kind of ironic that it's ended up this way. And Mitchell was able to make that pass, and then Greg back there by battling with a second-place machine. Yeah, it helped Tom out get to the start-finish line at the Pocono race. That was fun. So it's kind of ironic that these guys are nose to tail again here. Wild one. Maybe because it's a benefit race. Hey, I don't know. Who knows, Kathy? All right, pit stops. And this is, I would have thought this would have brought everybody in, but oh. So the last pit stop for the day right here. They should be able to go the entire distance after this. Tom brings them down on pit road. If he gets in his pit box good. Yep. Good pit stop. I've said it many a times. This is where you can win and lose races. On pit road, off pit road. And it looks like they're Mike Stifferson, man, with a little bit better pit stop. But okay. Tom's going to come right on behind him. They're going to get nose to tail. No harm, no foul. Good pit stops from everyone. Everybody taking that fuel only. So that leaves this top bunch right here. These three guys, they're going to come on pit road. That's going to be Chris Wall, Marr, Thompson. What you think, Kathy? Solid race so far? I think it has been. Sure, Chris gets on his pit box good. He does. Good stop. Everybody looks like they're getting in their pit stop really well. Fuel only. I know you're probably like, well, where's the tires at, Joe? Why aren't they taking tires? Tires are not the be-all, end-all here at this track. You really could get away without taking tires at this track. You can see, man, Stifferson and Richard right there. They're all alone. They're going to catch the back end of these cars, though. Going to catch Chris. Chris is going to be able to get on the back, hook up to the back of them. But they actually got away from Matthew Simple. Now, Simple, the problem is he's got a little fewer cars. And in theory, he's going to catch these guys up front here. Make a bigger pack. And they should be able to run down Richter and them by the time this race is over. Actually, yeah, you can see it right there. They're already running them down. But we're going to have a big pack here soon. They'll all get back up together. It has been a great race. Like the guys here at Cyber Thunder, they've been putting on a good show. Right now it's Stifferson out front. Richter's going to ride behind him. You can see Simple's coming up on the back door. The big thing here is if I'm Simple, I'm just not going to try to go around him. I'm just going to try to hang right there. Yeah. A lot of times guys or girls get a run like that, and they instantly want to go to the outside and try to pass. Usually 9 times out of 10, you're not going to make the pass and you're going to get stuck. It's best to do what Simple did. You still got time. There's still a lot left here. I mean, we're only, 16 left in this one. Quite a bit of ways, man, on a plate track, especially a 2.66 mile big speedway like it is here. So he's got time. Just ride. He's got Sherman there with it with Anderson. Chris Walden Company, Marr. Thompson's going to be able to close up on the back end. And then you got the second pack back here. Unfortunately, they're 5 seconds back. And it's going to be a real hard peel to try to catch up there to the 8th place man. Then you got Jackie Brannon back here with the Banda. Larry Bell all alone back there by himself. So several cars up front here. Good one. Get a shot to show you how far back it is. It's 6 seconds, which is quite a bit of ways. Show you right here. It might show you there. Yeah, they're like halfway through turn 2. Chris and Emma's right there. Big gap between them. Big gap. Big gap, been a big race. Oh, big racing going on in the back here. What's the Blimpy Cam show? Look at Blimpy. Everybody likes Blimpy. One of them happy words. You can't be mad and say Blimpy. I just don't see it happening. Gives you a good perspective of the track, just how far apart the guys are out here. Rick and them, they're crossing the start-finish line now. And Chris Rose and them are crossing it now. So that kind of shows you how far back 6 seconds is. A good shot overview. Mike Stifferson still out front, being patient. Get 13 to go in this one. We'll take our last, maybe 30-second break here. Be right back and show you the conclusion of this one because it's a good one. Talladega.
Hi, I'm Blaine Smith, the Executive Director of Team Red, White, and Blue, and I want to take a minute just to welcome you on board and let you know that we're proud to have you as a new member of our team. This short video is a way for us to give you an idea of what you can expect from your experience at Team Red, White, and Blue, and also what we expect from you in return. Something that's really, really important to the fabric of our organization is our Eagle ethos. It's just 6 words, but they mean a lot to us, and they guide us in all we do. Those 6 words, passion, positivity, people, commitment, camaraderie, and community are more than just organizational values. They're what we're all about and what we strive to work for in all of our programs and in every single one of our interactions. The next thing I want you to know is that we are an inclusive organization by design. We're open to veterans of all eras, of all ages, branches of service, combat experience, as well as active duty service members, their families, their friends, and just supportive members of the community that come out and take part in our mission. Every single person is important to what we do. All are welcome, and we look forward to seeing you all out there.
Okay, going to get the close of this one here. Going to be about 10 to go when they come across the line. Still Matthew Simple up front here along with it. He's going to the outside. Corey Sherman's going to push a little bit as they're getting a little racy for the top guys. What we've been waiting on here See when these guys up front are going to break out of that single file race. Get back going. Oh, Matthew Simple right now. 16 machine. Mike Stifferson along with him. Corey Sherman pushing. Coming up on a lap machine though. Still a little early to be pushing and shoving. And if I'm the man out front, I'll be telling Corey, we ain't been in the curve yet. Wait till the last lap or 2 to go or something. Please. Give me a shove down the back stretch. Like that. There they go. They're going to drop down. They're going to bring Chris Wald with them. Yep. Far. Out front. The top 8 right now, all under a blanket. Still 6 seconds back there. Unless there's a big one up front here. Unless these guys get racy and wrecked. We've been clean and green. I don't count the stage caution. As far as official cautions go, we have been clean and green. Right now you see here comes Tom to the high side. Corey's going to try to throw the block. And then Tom says, you know what, Corey? I see what you're doing. And man, Matthew just can't stop the momentum there either. Tom just takes it all the way to the top. It was just too much of a run, man, from Tom. The problem is now Tom's kind of left out in the open on the bottom. As Tanner now's got to push up top. Boom! To the inside, though. Look at that slap in the back. Tom got right there. But now he got some help from the 32 there, Chris Wald. Can Tanner get that thing, man, going, cooking on the top side? Like they fizzled out just a little bit. A little contact up front. Boy, Tom. And that was a pass. Mike Stifferson passed. What's that on the bottom? Who's the 20? Well, he gave the spot back. Okay. I don't know if he got shoved down there. He had to just make a wild move. I don't. Let's go back and watch. Watch out one more time. This could have been a bad wreck, folks. This could have been a bad one. We're going to watch Mike's point of view here. Oh, Tom got a bump draft in the turn. And, yeah, I think Mike pretty much had to go there, get out of the way. So, one time I say, okay, go behind it. But unfortunately, he's going to put him out front. Yeah, that right there. I mean, man, I got to give my hands off to Tom. Tom held on to that car. Woo. That was close. That gets you on the edge of your seat right now. Coming to the line, though. 4 to go in this one. Good one out front. This is going to be a battle for these guys here. Remember, there still could be a wild one. Well, a wild interview, though, man. Of course, Sherman wins this thing. Matthew Simple there, but here comes Tom. Can Tom pull out, man, a haymaker tonight? Looking at the outside, looking at the inside. He's got help up top with Mike Stifferson. Corey Sherman's all alone. And again, Sherman tries to block, man. And Ricker says, not today. You go to the back. All the way to the top. Mike's got to close that gap just a little bit on him. Meanwhile, down to the inside, that is Matthew Simple. He's got Tanner Marr pushing and shoving. It's anybody's race right now. This is what we come to see plate racing. 2 by 2. 2 to go when they cross the line. They're down the super stretch. The Talladega, Alabama super stretch, that is. Tom Ricker to the point. Mike Stifferson right behind him. Eric Anderson hanging the third. Down on the low side, Corey Sherman's right there to the high side with him. Sherman's trying to go to the way to the high side. Difference is going to have to close that gap up. If not, Sherman's going to try to bring her to the front. Here we go. Four to go. Say 4 to go. 4 to go. Going backwards on the laps. Of course, they had 3 to go earlier. It's a 3-car breakaway as Corey Sherman has lost a little bit of the draft. He still could grab it. The problem is Matthew Simple needs to get back up there, man, and hook on. Don't quite think he's lost it yet. If they stay single file, those 3 cars, he's going to get a run, though, Sherman is. He can get to the back end there. He's going to get a heck of a run. Yeah, he's going to get a huge run. Don't know if it's going to be enough to go. Now does Tom go up there and try to block the run, man, of Sherman? Yellow flag out. Chris Wald around. Uh-oh. What happened? Green, white, checker. Wow. Bump draft gone wrong? Seen it all night long. Yeah. I've talked about it. Bumping into tri-oval through the turn. Never works out. And right there. Perfect example. Boom. 2-3 machines in the wall. Hard. Chris Wald paid the price, though. Like, too much bad damage, but got damage. Okay. What do you do? With green, white checker. You're out front. What do you think? That's just... Oh. This is a race here. This is the race. We had some takers on pit road. Bad, I mean, it's not gonna hurt you really. I think that everybody should have enough fuel to go the distance. Shouldn't be the problem here. Just, can we make it to the white flag? That's gonna be the wild one. Appreciate everybody tuning in though. Loving the race. Okay. Gonna be green, white, checkered attempt 1 here. Here we go. Who's gonna be the person, man, pulling this thing out? Who are you thinking? No, Kathy, you're out there like, Tom, hang on to it. This one should be a good one. Huh. Okay. Pit stops have been done. Guys out here, man, talking over their plan. Woo. See what happens. Line them up. 2 by 2. Pace lights off. Richter's going to be up front. Thompson's right behind him. Down low, you see there Eric Anderson, Marr, Bronham, Mitchell. Can't breathe. Hey. Slowly in and out. Yeah, because it's about to get crazy up front here. We've seen pushing and shoving, and we've seen that it just doesn't work very well in these cars. So what are we about to see on the restart here? What the fans see right now. Coming to the line. Green, white, checkered attempt 1. About to be in the record books. Pace car drops off. Ricker and company up front here for the Cyber Salute Sunday Memorial Day race. Are we going to get it to the white flag, or are they going to be the big one? Here they come. And the green flag flies as Tom gets out front. He wants to instantly go down to the bottom. Rick blinks just a little bit. Does Rick get down there with him? Yes, he does. Here comes Anderson along with him. So that's going to mean, does the high side get the push? Boom, Rick gets a little bump. Now's the time when you bumpy bump. Here goes Tanner. Tanner says, all right, here we go. We got to get that high side going. I got to get to the front. Eric Anderson pushes to the inside. He's got to get locked up on that back bumper. He's going to get a run. Thing is, you just don't have any help to go to the outside. And I think right there, Eric Anderson would have been better off to stay tucking up to the backside of Thompson instead of trying to push out. You saw his momentum just stop as soon as he went to the outside. Meanwhile, pushing and shoving, and he almost wrecked him. And that's going to loosen him up enough, man, that the outside of Mike Stipperson is going to get the run. White flag. It won't matter at this point. One more time. Stipperson to the outside. Richter there alone with him on the inside. Thompson's going to push and shove for everything he's worth. Boom to 23 up top. Gets a good shove. Chris Rose down the back stretch for the final time. Does Mike Stipperson have enough to hang on? They're 3 wide in the back. They might be going to wreck. They are. They're tearing them up. Meanwhile, up front, Chris Rose goes to the inside of this one. He's got a whole back stretch, or whole actually turn 4 and all. It's a 6-car battle out of turn 4. Pushing and shoving. It's going to be to the line, folks. They are coming. Is it going to be Stipperson hanging on? Tom's there in second. It's going to be Mike Holden. Tom second. Matthew Simple bringing her home in third. But we finished this one in a thriller. Daytona style. Let's go back. Let's watch the crash in the back here. You saw him back there bumping and beating and banging and pushing and shoving and banging. And Corey Sherman just got obliterated. Tanner got obliterated, but Corey, watch Corey right here. Oh, man, they got involved. Man, actually, well, she almost got through it, but yeah, Corey got obliterated. Ouch. What a finish to this one. Get a word in with him. Bring old Tom up here and get a word with him. Tom, join the booth. Got copy?
Hey, Joe. How you?
Man. Well, wild finish there. Hey, typical, plate style racing out front, beating and banging. Hey, man, take us through that last lap. It was a good one.
Yeah, I saw Mike coming with the run. I thought it was. Oh my gosh. They're screaming on race audio. I saw Mike coming. I thought it was Greg behind him, but turns out it was Chris. And once I got behind Mike, I just said, I'm just going to push Mike. We don't run teams here, right? But unofficial teammates. It was good to see Mike finally get back up there into the win. And I just told him coming through 3 and 4, I just said, hold your line. We're gonna come through and hopefully get you the checkered flag.
Hey, no doubt it worked out. Got second tonight. No Kathy's out there cheering it on. And I definitely one of those wild finishes here at Talladega. Sometimes you get to the line. Sometimes, man, you're on your roof. But got there tonight, man, in second. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, Joe. First and foremost, this race we run biannually. We run a benefit for veterans and veteran organizations in need. So while we ran this race, it was not about a race. It was about the veterans and those that we lost on this Memorial Day tomorrow. So I think that's one of the things that sets Cyber apart is that we're always trying to give back. We got a whole bunch of donations. Last I tallied, we had about $650 in donations from our drivers alone. So just today, it's just a thank you to the veterans.
There you go, man. Like you said, Memorial Day weekend. Thank them all. Thank you and everybody here, and a good run there, Tom.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks for doing the broadcast.
There you go. Tom Rickerman coming out here, been having fun. Got second tonight in a wild finish. Well, this man right here, Matthew. Matthew, join the booth. Got a copy?
Joe.
Well, you was able to hang on to third, but typical coming through the line, boy, I tell you, it was I was in the right place at the right time. I mean, because it looked like just a wild one.
Yeah, it was for sure there. That green-white checker there, I had to top off for fuel there, so I got put near the back, and I think I was using all 3 or 4 lanes of the track trying to make my way up there.
No doubt, definitely. I mean, sometimes you got to do that, and made it to third place. I mean, at any point did you think, like, man, I don't know if I'm going to make it a top 3 or not?
Yeah, for sure. Well, once we took the green on the green-white there, I tried to maybe pinch it into the middle there, and the hole was there, and then it closed real quick, so I had to jump on the brakes, and then I was like, I don't know. But then when I saw the 3 wide and everything starting ahead of me and gaps forming in cars, I was like, okay, we might have something here.
Hey, definitely did. Got third, man. You got anybody you want to thank, though?
Thanks, Joe, for putting on the broadcast, and Tom for putting on the race and everything. And the veterans, it's good that we're raising money for them and everything. And yeah, just like to thank everybody who came out today. It was a lot of fun, and friends and family watching, and my wife for letting me do this.
There you go, Matthew Simple coming home in third, but this guy held him off and got the win. Mike, join the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Joe, what's up, man?
Man, I tell you what, come to the line, thriller here tonight. I mean, coming out of that last lap, though, you're just hanging on. Hey, what was going through your mind there?
Well, I had Chris Rose behind me going in there, and then he took the bottom. And these cars side draft so well, I was able to hang enough for when Tom got to my bumper, I knew he wasn't going to just blow right by me. And I don't know, just stuck it up front. It was fun.
Yeah, another thing I noticed on these cars, I don't know if y'all felt it inside, but they looked like they were awful wiggly. I mean, obviously good drafting cars, but if somebody got up there and bumped you really good, that they would actually get a little squirrely. Were they hard to like handle, or was they kind of planted maybe like with the truck sometimes are?
As the lead car, you could take that bump pretty well, but if you're the third place car bumping the second place car, that second place car is not going to take that bump very well. Uh, the the cars draft really well, but I was talking to Tom. There's a little bubble at the bumper, and Joe, it seems like as soon as you pop that bubble, you can't get off that guy's bumper, and that was pretty dangerous, but it was fun.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it. I always talk about bump drive and turn, trioval and stuff like that. It's a little dangerous, but hey, made it through, got in victory lane tonight. Got anybody you want to thank for a good one?
Well, first I want to say, hey, if you haven't donated, come out and donate. I don't know how much we've raised so far, but if you got a couple extra bucks, sure Tom can provide the link or Joe can and donate. I got to say thanks to my wife. I love you. She's at the Indy 500 right now. Yeah, that's right. I'm sitting at home. She's there, but I've been many times. So I love you. I hope you're having fun. Thanks to my mom and stuff, and thanks to Tom for pushing me. Thanks to Joe for taking your time in broadcasting.
So she's at the Indy 500. You're gonna go to Coke 600?
No, sir. We just got back from vacation. She decided to go. I'm staying home all day and watching racing.
I hear you, no doubt about it. Well, hey, good deal there. Got in victory lane again. Congratulations, Mike.
Thanks, Joe.
There you go, Mike Stipperson bringing it home. Folks, like I said, I couldn't have said it any better, man. Today, Memorial Day weekend, like I said, celebrate, man, all veterans out there. That's what it's about. That's what this weekend's about. It's some great racing, great thing, man. Hang out with the family and friends out there. Hope everybody has a safe weekend. Again, if you want to donate, go out there to the dav.org. Check them out. It's not mandatory, but if you'd like to, it's awesome that they've raised so much money here. This fundraiser race for the fallen veterans. And again, like I say, Memorial Day. That's what it's about. We celebrate the guys and girls that have taken their life and dedicated it to the country, and unfortunately made the ultimate sacrifice. And that's what the Memorial Day is about. So hope everybody has a good rest of the day and good rest of the weekend. For myself and everyone, have a good night.